came out here, I watered my garden to some degree, got the ducks some fresh water, and then the skies opened up. Now, I don't think it's going to be any significant rain, but whatever comes will definitely help in getting the garden even more saturated. So I did a bit of harvesting before it all break loose, so I'll show you that in a bit. Right, the rain has eased up a bit, so this is my carrot harvest. And I also pulled some from this bed. So I'm gonna get those steamed up today for dinner. I have about 3 okra plants in here that you can't see, that I'm thinking I might be thinning some tomatoes in this bed. And I have, that's an eggplant, don't see any fruit on it yet. I thought I had at least 2 or 3 in this bed, maybe only one survived. I'm thankful for the rain I'm getting because it's filling up my rain barrel. And hubby was nice enough yesterday. He went to Harbor Freight and found me this transfer pump. So I'm gonna hook that up to that back tote and increase the water pressure in that bed. I also managed to get some cucumbers today, and if and when the sun comes back out, I'm gonna go around and harvest my onion seeds. All the heads that are drooping, I'm gonna harvest those. I'm gonna wait until the sun dries them up a little bit and then get them out of these pots. The strawberries, finally, this one is turning red, and these are still on the vine. And this is my fish pepper I wanted to show you. See all the striations on the leaves? Isn't she lovely? Waiting for her to start fruiting. I also came out and started to pull some of my onions. As you could see, they're drooping over, and I'm gonna leave them out so they could cure. I have a few bigger ones here that I'm also gonna harvest. So this is basically gonna be me Sunday in the garden. I got another broccoli head starting there. What's that, a nasty bug? Yeah. So that's the plan for today. All right, I'm back in the big bed and harvested a bunch more zucchini and squash. And there's still a bunch more I can get. One right there, obviously. I have about 4 on this plant here, but I'm gonna give them another day. Harvest them on Tuesday so I could take them to the food pantry. I'm finally getting watermelon over there. So a whole bunch. Oh no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh. This one, obviously, I missed. These are going to the food pantry because I have no need for all this squash or zucchini. When I planted this bed, I did plant it with the intent that all the excess will go to the food pantry. So this one seems like it needs a little longer. So I'll bring you back. With everything, it is Tuesday, July the 16th, 2024. It's about 6:30 in the morning. and we're at about 65 degrees. So we got some hard rain and wind last night, and I figured I'd come out here and see what damage I'm working with. My strawberry planter got blown over. One of my onion buckets got blown over. Okay. All right. This bean trellis is out of sorts. That got blown over. My horseradish bucket took a dive. All minimal, but can easily be fixed. Last night I came out and I harvested some zucchini and some squash to take to the food pantry today. Got a whole bunch up there that I don't necessarily need. And I think I still got 2 big ones here I could harvest as well today to take. The wind was coming out of the northwest, if you can't tell by my the way the plants are blown. And the yard is filled with debris to pick up. So I guess I know what projects I'm working on today. I think I'm gonna wait till this grass gets dried out a bit and then come back out here and get this stuff picked up. Could have been worse, so thank God for the small mercies. So I'll get back with you. Good everything. It is July the 17th, 2024. It's about 65 degrees and it's about 6:30 in the morning. So picking up from yesterday, I did manage to get the yard picked up and everything in the burn pit. I disassembled that planter and I moved all the beans in this bed. Another change that I made was I'm using these 2 planters at both ends of this planting area, and I'm using it to brew my fertilizer tea. Projects on the list today, based on a comment that UT suggested, which I previously said I was gonna just leave the onions in this bed and not touch them, get them to overwinter here. I think what I'm gonna do now is pot them and move them around, giving them more room to grow and get bigger bulbs. So project number 2, I need to finally get these onion seeds harvested. And project number 3 is I need to get the onions out of these pots and get them curing. I am going to repurpose whatever soil out of these buckets, and I'm going to most likely fill these bags. I'm not sure now if this is a turmeric. I need to do some research into that, and if it's not, we are definitely going to go digging in there and pull that out. So that's the 3 projects on the list today, and I will bring you back. All right, it is 3 p.m. and I'm back out here trying to get these seed heads off of these onions. It's now 80 degrees, y'all. See all those black seeds? I managed to harvest, and there I go, wasting. I managed to harvest some of my purple bush beans, and I forgot to film it, so I'll insert a pic. I sauteed them so they'll be on the table for dinner. So, and then I noticed that my strawberry here has turned completely. I will harvest it, but I'm gonna save it for hubby. He could do a taste test for me, because I still have some more coming out there, so I'll get a try. So let me get some of this onion harvested and I'll bring you back. So I managed to get the garlic up, and as you can see, based on what I sowed, it's definitely multiplying in size, not as big as I would want it to be. So I have that stack right there, and this stack right here, and I'm going to, what I've decided is I'm going to spread it in these tires. So what, 7 tires, and we're going to spread them there and see what they do next season. So let me get that planted up and I will bring you back. Alright, so I got everything planted back, watered in. This is my onion harvest today, as well as seeds, and I haven't yet pulled these, but I'll give them a few more weeks perhaps. So all these pots got additional garlic in them, and then I replanted this bed, so I think it's anywhere around 2025. Good everything. It is Friday, July the 19th, and it is 4:30 in the afternoon. So I am looking at harvesting a bit of collards and some chard and perhaps some kale. It's about 80 degrees and I haven't been out much in the garden for the last 2 days. I think I got a little bit of too much sun. So let me get this harvested. I'll bring you back. All right, we got some collards, some Swiss chard, some kale, and in this pile I have some Brussels sprouts, some broccoli, and some cauliflower leaves. They're so pest infested that I am going to feed those to the chickens. Now the turnips that I planted a few days ago have started to sprout, so I'm looking forward to that. This I'm going to end up pulling sooner rather than later. Let's go check and see how the arugula is coming along. Now here is where I planted the yams, and if I'm correct, they're starting to get tendrils, so hopefully I could get them vined up this tree and see what they do. Alright, and here is the arugula. I need to get some water on them because the soil has definitely dried out. And this one acorn squash, for some reason, has decided to look like it's not going to make it. I have like 4 acorns on there, so that one didn't survive. That one didn't survive. So I'm hoping it hangs in there for a little bit so we could see if these end up being viable. So let me get some water on this arugula. But I want to say thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys have a blessed weekend. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.